Welcome to Black Sheep Tarot, and I have a question for you. Do you feel that your parents don't care about you? Do they ask about your plans? Do they ask you about your friends? Do they ask you your future plans? Do they ask you about your career? If the answer is no to one or two of these, your parents may not care about you. And now we're going to go into the tarot and find out why that is the case. And if you resonate with any of this, this is the video for you. So the first three cards I have here is the Ten of Swords. Okay? Maybe a betrayal happened. Some deep wounds. This person is also sad, right? It's the Five of Cups, looking to the past about a betrayal. And we have the Emperor upright, okay? So it may be a mom or a dad or an uncle or an aunt who maybe raised you, who might feel that maybe you or someone in their past kind of betrayed them. And maybe that explains why they're kind of standoffish in your life. Maybe they never got over it, okay? Because we have loss with the Five of Cups. Personal setbacks, all right? And maybe that's why they don't really share or talk with you about anything, because that's just how it goes sometimes, right? And the next three cards we have is a heartbreak. Suffering. Maybe your parents also suffered at someone else's hands. Okay, so maybe they're overcommitted. Maybe they're impatient. Okay, and then we have the Three of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles upside down, and then we have the Two of Swords. So 2, 2, 3 may be significant. 22 may be significant. 23 may be significant, but the Two of Swords is about difficult decision, weighing options, avoidance. Because what I'm going to do is talk about some of these bullet points that I pulled up here in case you resonate with this. Okay, so they don't ask about the details of your life. If your parents don't ask you what is going on in your life, they might have seemed like they don't care about your world, okay? Sometimes we think that knowing the details about someone's daily life means that we genuinely care about them. And that is so very true. You know, if you have a friend or a family member that asks you, hey, how are you? How's this going? How's your friends? They care about you, right? Another thing, number two, they're not there for you when you need them. Were your parents there for you? Nah, right? My parents were never there for me. And, you know, after many years, my consensus is they really don't care. So, you know, they're not in my life. I wish them well. I hope they're doing well. You know, I hope they have peace and everything they need in their lives. But in my life is my life now, okay? They're not there for you when you need them. If your parents are not there for when you need them, then it can feel like they don't care about what's happening to you. As an adult, do you expect them to support you with their time, affection, effort, and finances as you did grow up? I mean, that's part of being a kid, right? Being dependent on these people. Okay, what does that mean for you? It's a question. Are these expectations that you hold something that they are capable of providing? My parents aren't, so they're not in my life, right? So let's get back to the cards here. Again, a betrayal. All right, a betrayal happened, a deep wound in the past. With the Three of Swords, it was suffering, grief. The Two of Pentacles, overcommitted, overwhelmed. Number two is the Two of Swords. Again, thinking before decisions. All right. And then the next three cards I have after that is the Six of Swords, but it's upside down. So that means you're not going to cover waters. You know, maybe there's a resistance to change, maybe you or them. Okay. Personal transition. Maybe this is you. Also, we have the Hierophant, but it's upside down. So it's secrets. You know, if you live in the Hispanic community, there's nothing but secrets in your family, right? Because nobody talks about shit. You know, and that's what's wrong with the Hispanic community. I'm part of the Hispanic community, so I'm going to talk shit about the people in my community because they don't want to talk about shit. They want to get drunk and then abuse each other, because that's what people do down here in the Rio Grande Valley. They're abusive people. They abuse each other. Corporations abuse you by not giving you breaks and so on and so forth. It's abuse all over. Okay, people abusing people. It's disgusting. You know. Let's see. There's a hidden agenda here, right? And the lovers. Okay. Maybe you're trying to find someone that maybe you're looking for love from your parents, but according to this, they're not around, right? Because we have resistance to change, which is talking about the Emperor here, right? And then secrets, harm, hidden agendas, and the love, harmony, relationship, union with your parents is what you wish, right? So they don't give you any advice about your career. If your parents don't give you advice about your career, then it can't feel like they don't give an F about you, right? Turn out this might not be the case. Perhaps they just aren't good at giving career advice. And that may be so. But when you reach the age of 50 and your parents are still not involved in your life, it's a choice, right? It's the choice that they keep making over and over again, right? They talk to your other siblings, but not to you. That might be a problem, okay? They criticize your choices, but they don't give you advice. They're not there. They don't ask you about anything or your career, but they want to criticize your choices. If your parents openly criticize your choices, then it will feel that they don't care about you. But maybe they are just trying to help you make better decisions and bring up difficult moments in the open so that you can discuss them with each other. Does that sound right? Nah, not really. You know, sounds like a whole bunch of hogwash here, you know, because if your parents aren't involved in your life, they're not involved in your life. I'm not here to make excuses for people, because the world makes excuses for all sorts of people who are misbehaving. People who are drug addicts, people who are alcoholics, people who are abusers, okay? This country is turning to garbage. Look at all the people, 7.2 billion people that have been just inundating our country. That's more people than 36 states, okay? So let me continue with 3 more cards. So I'm gonna put out 3 more cards for you, you know, and if you are feeling this way, like your parents don't care about you, I can relate, brother, sister, whoever you are. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna say we have the Lovers, we have a Knight of Wands here. Okay, maybe someone you know who's somewhere, who is maybe age 35, 40, you know. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone else you know. Maybe it's your sister or your brother or someone, or maybe it's you. Again, passion, right? Anger. I would definitely say that you would be angry with your parents, right? Scattered energy, because you don't know which way to go, which way to think, because, you know, I can't believe that my parents don't care about me, or this or that, right? Impatient. Conflict. The next thing we have that is a major arcana, is the Death card. And it's not talking about you're going to die tomorrow or anything like that. It's talking about maybe you need to end your relationship with your parents. Maybe you need to end that cycle and get away from those people, because they're not going to change. Like for me, you know, it was time for me to let them go. I was in and out of their lives for most of my adult life. I brought them things. I bought them things. I bought them, household goods, and then I bought them food, and I took them out and bought breakfast and dinner and drinks, and I bought all these things, but they can't seem to really give a crap. So I had to end the cycle, and I had to transition into my life. And that's what you should be doing, right? Because you need to end something to have a new beginning, all right? Because you got to end that cycle. It's time for change. It's time to get out of your cocoon and be a butterfly. What is it? Metamorphosis. That's what it is. And, maybe you go against the grain in your family, right? Because I have the Hierophant upside down. So personal beliefs, maybe your personal beliefs are different than your parents. And guess what? They should be, right? Freedom, right? Maybe you want freedom. Maybe you're going against the grain. Maybe you're doing things that they don't like. But hey, guess what? If they can't accept you, you can't, then you got to return the favor. Our unorthodox, that's fine. Okay, so another thing that may be a problem here is they don't ask about your plans. If your parents don't ask you about your plans, then it may feel that they don't care. But maybe they are just respecting the fact that they are adults and want you to make your own choices. Yeah, there could be. But again, if your parents aren't involved in any of this, you're going to have something to say, or, I feel a certain way, or this or that. If they make no effort to be in your life, hey man, you gotta take it for what it is. All right. I had to put my parents over there, and they're more than welcome to come over and visit me anytime, but they don't. So, hey, it is what it is. They don't ask about your past. If your parents don't ask about your past, then it could feel that they don't care. But maybe there are other reasons why they don't ask you about your past. But the point is, they don't talk to you about any of these things, okay? So let's take out 3 more cards. Okay, so we have the upside down Page of Wands. And the page is someone who is studying in their field, a young person. Okay, we have two young people and a Queen of Wands. Maybe this is you, or maybe this is your aunt, or maybe this is your uncle who has 2 children. All right. One is, let's see, spontaneous, courageous, quick to move, more like leap before they look kind of deal, right? Lack of direction, maybe some delays, maybe some conflict, right? Maybe all of this is creating conflict within the family, And then there's another page. So another young adult who is, who likes money, who likes to invest into maybe a business or themselves. So they want to start a life with a new job so they can manifest money in their lives. Okay, maybe they want financial opportunity. They are developing their skills. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which is, a good person, courageous, a zest for life. Okay. And the last 3 cards, I'm going to split the deck here. And the last 3 cards are so the last 3 cards is going to be the 3 of Pentacles. So of course that's, you wanting to work with people, you're wanting to, come together with your family and your parents. You want teamwork, you want collaboration, because maybe you've been out of the family for a long time, and you want security. And we have a King of Wands who's upside down, maybe an aunt or an uncle, or maybe this is your dad or someone, because it is a person that is impulsive, reckless, high standards, okay? And maybe this person is overindulging. Maybe he is an alcoholic. Most people in the United States. They create any reason to drink, all right? I used to drink for 25 years, so I get it, but I no longer drink. So I am very proud of the fact that I no longer drink that poison, all right? Because that's what it is, right? Heavy partying, perhaps. And if you're part of the Hispanic community, you guys are some drunks, SOBs, man. I mean, oh, I'm gonna drink 3 or 4 cases on a weekend. Well, you got some serious problems, okay? Isolation, you see? All this mishap between maybe you and your brother and sister, aunt or uncle, whatever, however this resonates with you, causes all this. It's causing all these problems because the Hispanic community don't like to talk about things. They like to sweep it under the rug and nothing gets fixed. And their problems just keep going after generation because they don't talk it out, all right? They'd rather just continue fighting and bitching, all right? Because that creates isolation again, alone time, you know, gossip. People are controlling, are abusive in the Hispanic community. You know, I have people in this community in Brownsville, Texas, that most men don't like me at the gym because I keep to myself, I do my own thing, and I stand out. And what do? They want to ruin any relationship potential that I may have because that is how jealous these so-called men are down here. These people, I tell you, 95% of them are from Mexico, all right? And they're hateful, racist motherfuckers against the people from the United States. Trust me, I've dealt with these people most of my life, okay? And I'm just calling a spade because they're not man enough to come and talk to me about anything. I see them, I know who they are. So guess what? If you are a black sheep, welcome to your home away from home. And I will see you in a later video.